Hello everybody, it's me, xNothinFancy, and it's time to get fancy. So, today we are playing a little bit of Ground War on launch. I am using the AK-47 with my favorite camo, the gold. The perks that I am using are Scavenger Pro, my favorite perk of all time, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Marathon Pro. I believe I'm using a frag, Nova Gas, and a Claymore for a little bit of self-defense. So, today, in the spirit of Halloween, considering it's only a week away, and I do like Halloween, I do like to dress up, and for one night you can be someone that you normally wouldn't be, or maybe two nights if you do it in school. But my question is, for all of you guys and girls out there, do you believe in ghosts? So, and like ghouls and other things. I mean, clearly zombies aren't real, but I do, in my personal experiences, I do believe in ghosts. I don't believe in the shows where like a whole bunch of cracked out hippies run into rooms with cameras and like, if there's a ghost in here, please identify yourself, or like any of that weird crap, and then like they flicker the lights and then they make a reality TV show out of that crap. That just pissed me off. I think that is just so stupid. But I do believe that there are certain things or people that have been that haven't gone to heaven or hell and are just stuck roaming around the earth, and they have reason to be here. I don't know, it may sound like I'm on crack, but I'm definitely not. But when you hear strange noises in the middle of the night, and I've never heard like a ooh, or I've never seen a ghost besides like little kids running around with sheets on their heads, but I think that that there definitely has to be like some other like otherworldly force out there, because I mean, there's too many people to just go to heaven, and there's not enough lawyers and Jews to go to hell. Just kidding. That was a joke. But, I mean, there's so much that's unexplained in this world that is just so weird. Like, I don't know. But the whole concept of ghosts just being like these creatures who, well, they're not creatures because they're not alive. They're not dead. They don't belong to heaven. They don't belong to hell. They're just sort of, they're stuck. And I don't get why they would try and haunt people, but I've had my own sort of ghost experience. I opened up a door one time, and this was in the middle of the summer. I opened up a door, and I was in a summer beach house. I opened up a door, and I got like the weirdest like sensation, like someone had just touched me, but there was no one else in the house. My family was out on the beach. I came back in to get like a skimboard or a lacrosse stick or something, and it was like someone, you know when you get the goosebumps and someone like brushes like your, like you can like feel your hair stick up like that. I felt like someone had just walked out of the closet and just like brushed my arm like a little breeze. And it was really freaky, and I shut the door, I yelled, and then I ran out to the beach, and I didn't go back in the house until my parents had checked it out. I was 6 at the time, so, you know, bear with me, I may be imagining things, but, I mean, there's so many people out there who just have mixed opinions about whether or not, you know, these ghosts and these witches and these, I hate to say it, but, you know, wizards are, like, real, or people who do magic. I mean, not like the Chris Angel magic, where, like, you can, like, dislocate your shoulder to get out of, one of those, mental, like, jackets. Oh, straight jackets, that's what they're called, sorry. Forgot. Or, like, you can, like, move your wrist a certain way, or, like, break handcuffs and somehow, like, he gets out of, like, these stupid boxes. How he can walk on water. I think that's all bullshit. I think that's all smoke and mirrors. But like the real magic where you can, like, I don't know, conjure up some sort of spirit, or like like alchemy where you turn something into gold. I don't know. This is all just weird stuff that we've been talking about in school for like these stupid little ghosts and ghouls and witch stories. I do like the magic though. There's an old science teacher in my school who recently left, and every year he'd do like his little interpretation of magic, but I thought it was cool because he would do things like if you heat up wax in a test tube, like he would do like real magic, or like chemical magic is what I would call it, or chemistry, whatever you want to call it. He would like take a test tube and he'd boil wax on the bottom, and if you put really hot wax into like a tub of ice, it'll shoot out fireballs. It's really cool. And like he would take a styrofoam witch head, and if you pour something on a styrofoam, it like makes it melt. So he was like he did like the Wizard of Oz sort of thing where he's like, oh no, I'm melting, and he'd pour like the little stuff over the head, and then it turned like this huge styrofoam head into a little like thick ball of styrofoam, because that's all it is. It's just plastic blown up with a whole bunch of air into it, and if you melt it down, that's really all that styrofoam is. He'd also do this this thing with bubbles where you would put I think he'd put like alcohol in the bubbles or something. I know it seems weird, but and he'd blow like a really huge bubble with like a mini hula hoop that he made. That was like probably like the circumference of your head, like the whole like circle of your head or whatever. And then he'd lay that in like a big dish of this alcohol soap, and he'd like make these really big bubbles, and he'd put them on his desk because they wouldn't pop because they were made out of like the dish detergent soap. And so he'd have like 3 or 4 of those on his desk, and then he'd take a match and he would take it and stand from the other side of the room. He'd take the match and throw it, and the bubbles would go on fire and then just disappear because, you know, the alcohol like burns off so quick. It's like eating it's like when you make bananas fall, so you do a little flambe thing and all the alcohol burns off. That was cool. And he also did this cool little witch story where you could take like a certain amount of chemicals, and when he had 8 people stand up, and all of them had like these clear glasses, and if one person poured a specific glass into another, then the color of the glass would change, and in the end it'd be pink, but it would go from like clear, you pour it in someone's glass and that was blue, you pour in someone's glass, it'd be orange, and then yellow, and then green, and then all these other cool colors. And I thought it was really cool. He did his own little wizard sort of experiment stuff, and I thought that was like the modern magic, in my opinion, because what David Blaine does and all those other, I mean, some of those magicians can get out of straitjackets just by themselves. That's not magic. That's just being able to dislocate a shoulder and then just get out. But the people who can like switch places, I don't know how they do that. That's just got to be some weird Hollywood smoke and mirrors. Because every time I go to a magic show, if I'm on like a cruise or you're just watching TV and David Blaine just like locks himself in like an Arctic ice box, like double chained, 3 straight jackets, blindfolded with his mouth gagged, and he manages to get out like 45 minutes later. I have no idea how he does it. It's just some crazy smoke and mirrors crap. But really, my question still remains to you guys and gals. Do you believe in ghosts? And if you have a ghost story, please put it down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And my other question was, do you believe in magic? So my answer is, I don't believe in the Chris Angel sort of magic. I don't believe in the sort of alchemy or like turning stuff into gold. I don't believe in like chemistry magic, because that's not like real magic, but that's kind of like an interpretation of it. And I think that's like the closest you'll ever get to being able to like disappear or switch places with someone in like real life, or like teleport. I don't know how people do that. I think that's still crazy, but I don't think it's magic. But yeah, so are ghosts real? And can people actually do magic? Tell me if you think David Blaine does real magic, or is he just some person who's really good with smoke and mirrors, or can he get out of a straitjacket? Or actually, I shouldn't get out of a straitjacket. So, but those are my final questions. So please leave a comment below. Are ghosts real? Do you believe in magic? And is David Blaine just a guy who uses smoke and mirrors, or does he actually have magical abilities? So let me know, and happy Halloween if I don't do another commentary till then.